Hi everyone, I'm Sloan from SloanBella.com and I'm back with another video. This video is in a topic that you guys have asked me to explain all over my social media. So I'm going to do it the day after Christmas while wishing you all a really happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, whatever it is you celebrate. I hope that yesterday was absolutely beautiful. I had the best fun ever. I've had the best Christmas season in a long time, minus the time when I was pregnant with my kids. It's been the best year minus the time I got pregnant with my kids. So this has been a really great year in teaching me. And I wanted you guys to understand something as well. When you have somebody that you look to as a spiritual teacher, their actions and words should be cohesive, and they should be living the life that they're telling you that they are, but that doesn't mean they aren't going through their own struggles personally, because a lot of spiritually working people have experienced extreme circumstances in order to help them understand the circumstances that are thrown at them. And that's what I wanted to get into. But before I get into that, I wanted to say to you guys, I am super grateful for this channel and you guys tuning in to watch this channel. I do not know how to thank you. I really don't know how to thank you. Yes, I know I got to do more videos and 2020 is going to be the year of that. But keep in mind, I'm working doing the readings. I work 7 days a week. So I try to catch up and I try to keep going. However, it does get a little bit backlogged. So if I'm backlogged talking to you, please allow me the time to get there. I will get there. But I wanted to thank you guys for watching my channel, because when I started it, I had no idea that there would be any interest in it, because there's a bazillion people on the internet and I thought, why me? You know, and I did all that stuff that we all do. And I wanted to say I took action and you guys responded from your heart. And oh my God, I'm like, when I had 60 followers, I was like, oh my God. When I had 300 followers, and I remember that day, no, it was 398 followers going to 400. I was like, oh my God, I have 400 followers. And then when it went up over 10,000, I was like, well, this is weird. And so this was so exciting for me. And I just thank you all so much, because to spend your time watching my videos is like awesome and amazing, and I'm so appreciative, and I can't thank you enough. The kind words, the support, just really things that I was afraid of. People making fun of me, people critiquing me, people telling me whatever nonsense they tell me in every area of my life. And I was like, wow, you people have been the greatest, nicest, and your kind words. To speak kind words is such a lovely thing. People take it for granted a lot. They think it doesn't mean much, and they feel the need sometimes to not use kind language, but to speak kindly and to be able to say, like, I don't know, to communicate what you really feel from your heart, which a lot of you have done, is truly, it's truly a gift to be honest, to be authentic, and to speak from your heart. That is a total gift. So this video is for you guys, because everybody is asking me, while we're in the new moon in Capricorn, annual solar eclipse, last week of 2019 going into 2020, okay, where our vision, literally 2020, is our eyes and our harmonic energy is opened. Now, a lot of the energy on the planet has been very dragging backwards, keeping us stuck in a way of thinking. This includes things like addiction, repetitive thinking, negative thoughts, talking to oneself negatively, not understanding your purpose on the planet. And not everybody has the same purpose. And I wanted to talk about that when clearing energy. You hear a lot of these new age people a lot on the internet saying, you know, you can have whatever you want, you know, you can attract this, you can manifest this. You will not manifest anything if you are rooted in thinking in the past and energetically not correct. And it's not just necessarily like the law of attraction, you're going to attract what you want, because I cannot stress this enough. All of these books seem to work in Western countries or first world countries. But if you go to places like Africa or India, where people are freaking starving on the streets, Haiti, people don't have enough food to eat. I'm sorry, the law of attraction is not going to work for them, because number one, they can't even get out from under where they are. They're not going to in this lifetime. They may go a little bit sideways or a little bit ahead, but it's not like being in America. So we are really blessed in this country. If you're born in the UK, America, Canada, you're a pretty blessed person because we have so many more advantages. So when I hear people in America selling to other people in America the law of attraction, I just want to go, oh, for God's sakes, really? Because it's such bullshit. If you didn't have that money, number one, they wouldn't be speaking to you. Number two, if you didn't live in this country, it wouldn't be applicable because when you're in a war-torn country, there's no way you're getting out of it just because you're trying to attract to a higher vibration. There's a possibility, but there's also a karma to where you are born, and people don't seem to understand it. They seem to think that they can go for the top of everything. This society has done this. And I wanted to say another thing. I really enjoyed Christmas this year because I was able to connect with people on a one-on-one level, meaning not over social media, not on the internet, but actually physically in front of me, because I need to be able to feel the texture of your soul if I'm going to connect with you. So I really feel like social media is a huge detriment, other than I guess people use it for business or whatever, but it really stops people. This has been a lot of the emails from especially young women dating men, and the men are like, oh, I like this picture, I like this, but they don't reach out and talk to them. That's a very weak mindset. You should step into someone's energy field if you're interested in them. If you're not interested in them, liking their pictures on social media is just blocking the person's energy. So get rid of this. Get rid of this stuff. Start looking at your life like a beautiful, fabric textured energy that you want to feel. You want to cuddle up under a blanket. You want to wear a cashmere sweater. You want to put on a shiny scarf and express yourself. You want to wear your blue sunglasses so people feel the energy of that. You want to paint your fingernails black because it implies an energy and people can see it, not through a picture, but in person. So important. So I wanted to say about clearing your energy. Also want to say I had a joke last night. Totally haunted studio, okay? It's so haunted, it's not even funny. It's actually a white hole. There's black holes and there's white holes. Black holes suck things in, white holes spit them back out. And this is the funniest because this is actually, it's like a portal and there's a white hole in here. So I am constantly seeing spirits step in front of me and I'm like, it's dead silent in here. And then I'm like, oh, whoa, who's that? And they're just stepping in front of me. These are not people I know. So it's funny, I was burning the sage, and I've had this happen before in my house, and I've had this happen all over the place. And it's a Native American tradition to burn sage. But I want you to understand that if you're trying to clear the energy from a very toxic atmosphere, a toxic spirit, an entity that shouldn't be around you, whether it be energetically, emotionally, vibrationally, or literally in spirit form, sage is like the baby clearing. It's like a wading pool in the backyard. Sage will come in and it will clear a room, but that's not how you clear yourself. You have to be in alignment with the God source, and you have to know whose side you're on. And I don't mean to say it that way, but you have to know where your vibration resonates, and you actually have to get rid of your fear. So you have to step into your authenticity, and you have to be in alignment. So your words and actions have to be cohesive. Drugs and alcohol, the more you drink, the world loves to push drugs and alcohol, marijuana, ayahuasca, all this shit. It's fine. There are groups of people that believe it's fine, and it is fine. I'm not the one to say it isn't fine. I'm a former LSD taker like a crazy person, okay, from like 12 years in my life, in my early life, okay? I'm from like 12 to 20. I'm one of those people that did all of that stuff. However, in order to really know who you are and to shift your energy field, you have to stay strong in your thinking. And the only way to stay strong and to clear your energy is to clear up your auric field. The more you drink, the more drugs you take, the more open your body is, like little Swiss cheese with holes on it where hitchhikers can attach, okay? What I mean by hitchhikers, I'm going to tell you a story. Years ago, probably when I was 21, I had a client in Los Angeles. Keep in mind, I was doing astrology as a kid, but reading since I'm 17 professionally. Okay, so putting my money where my mouth is. And that's another thing. What you say you should do. And you shouldn't be saying, hi, I'm really a psychic, but I work during the day doing whatever. No, well then you're just a hobbyist. Really jump into it. Another thing I have an issue with, where I was listening, all these coaches, life coaches, coaches, say what you are and mean it. Attach yourself to an idea about how you're going to help people. Coach is a catch-all. It's like saying, hi, I have soap. What kind of soap do you have? Is it in a squishy bottle? Is it in a bar of soap? Is it organic soap? Is it chemical soap? Is it Palmolive soap? Is it dishwasher soap? What the fuck kind of soap is it? Life coach, what does that mean? Own what you do, okay? That's the first thing. Be authentic in who you are. If you can't be authentic in who you are, then how do you expect to clear your energy? Because you don't know who you are. Therefore, your energy is going to morph in whichever direction it feels comfortable for the split second so that you can attach to something so you can feel like something. To actually walk on your soul path in your position is a hard thing to do, and it's not for baby asses, okay? I was going to use another word, but I call them baby asses. It's not for baby asses. You also can't teach somebody, just while I'm on this topic, you can't teach somebody how to be a psychic medium. You are a birth-born psychic medium. You don't just stand up one day and go, geez, I think I'm going to do this professionally. A lot of people do, but a psychic medium is born. I have seen it over and over again with people. I can see a kid after they come out into the world and I can look at their energy and they'll speak to me and I know what their purpose is. Not that they have to follow it, but you can see the psychicness about them, okay? So it's a birth-born skill. Don't think you can teach yourself something. I mean, you can take classes and I can take singing classes, but I'm not going to be a good singer. I can harmonize, I can do all kinds of things. But how is my voice? Probably sucky, okay? Because it's not a natural thing for me. So there are people that are sensitive, that work behind the scenes, and that's called being a sensitive. But when you go to a professional, you should actually know that they're a birth-born psychic medium, okay? That's just the way it is. Astrology is a learned profession. Tarot cards is a learned profession. You can be a psychic astrologer, which when I started off in astrology, all of the certification courses said to me, you can't use the word psychic in astrology. I'm like, why? Because I'm both. They wouldn't allow for that. So I couldn't actually participate in a lot of the groups because I was shunned for saying I was psychic and not scientific. Anyway, getting back to the topic, you guys have been asking me how you clear yourself. 100% keep your body the temple that it is. I know that's redundant. I know that we hear that. You are not supposed to be putting garbage into your body. How do you expect to see clearly from the third eye if you put garbage into your body? You are given information and downloads in a psychic level when you attach to the crown chakra and attach to the God source, or whichever source you choose to call it. I call it the God source. I'm under the umbrella of God. That's what I say. I'm under it and I pray to God, and I've done this since I was a little kid. I was not raised in a formally religious family. We didn't go to church, none of that. I knew it coming in. I knew where to align myself and I get my strength in that way. So there's really nothing that can be thrown at me that I'm afraid of. Having said that, there are dark energies out on this planet because we are in the lower vibrations here, and energetically, as I said, the harmonics of the planet are elevating and we are going through the veil right now. So you're going to start to see people shape-shifting right in front of your face. People are going to shift right in front of you. You're going to see the true essence of their soul. What are they taking from you? Because that's a lot about what this new moon in Capricorn is with the solar eclipse. What are people taking from you? How do you stop from following down a path? How do you do this? Well, I've got something right here. I'm grabbing it. Okay, so I use a lot of crystals. Oh my God. Okay, so I got me and Lila this for Christmas. I want you guys to see it. She's my little apprentice. I knew that girl was psychic before she was born because she came to me. When I saw her, she's been a little apprentice her whole life. Birth-born psychic medium. That's what I'm talking about. You know it. You know it with people. They don't just wake up and I've been doing this. No, they've been doing it their whole life, okay? And just because the parents are it doesn't mean they can be it, but usually there is a genetic DNA lineage throughout the bodies, and not every kid gets it. But I wanted to show you this. You probably can't see it. This is Moldavite with a garnet. Now, one of my favorite grounding and no nonsense bullshit, hard to handle energy crystal beyond, because it is a form of a tektite, which is a form of space glass, and it's highly expensive. It's like weirdly expensive. And it's actually a better stone than diamonds. So I think, when you give someone a diamond, you should probably give them a Moldavite. Just saying. Anyway, it's a form of space glass, and it lands on the earth, usually somewhere over by Russia, Czechoslovakia, wherever it is over there. And it's a form of space glass, and it looks like this. This is one of my Moldavites, okay? I don't know if you can see it. Anyway, and this is the one I stick in my bra. Moldavite on a whole. So if you want to elevate your energy in a spiritual way, this little piece of Moldavite is the most amazing thing. I put this on, this Moldavite here. It is protective. It elevates through the throat, the third eye, and the crown chakra, and it's not for the faint at heart to wear. So if you and the Moldavite are not ready to work with each other, because it is extraterrestrial, meaning it's coming from off this planet, outer space, okay? So it is space glass, basically, is what they call it. If you are not ready to work with it, you'll get like kind of like fuzzy as your body's energy's acclimating to it. It'll feel like maybe you're a little bit off balance. Some people describe it like, oh my God, I think I'm a little bit drunk, whatever. It's like a little bit disorienting. And then I've noticed, because I gave it to several people a few years back, and I noticed that the Moldavite actually stepped away when it wasn't ready to work with the people. So they lost their Moldavite, which is a huge thing. Like suddenly the Moldavite hides itself on you. One time I had a piece that just hid itself on me for like half a year and then showed up right where I thought I lost it. And I was like, how do I vacuum over this place 500 times a week and not see it? And there it was. So it was hiding from me. It was closing its energy field. And I want you to know that your crystals are probably a higher form of energy cleaning than anything you're going to hear. What I do is I do my prayer in nature. I use nature to run in because nature grounds me and gives me my strength. There's no stimulus around me when I'm in nature, and I'm usually by myself, and I've done this my whole life. So to get rid of toxicity and to clear the energy, I run in nature. I go where there's grass and trees. And I don't just mean standing on the side of the street saying, oh, look, here I am in nature because there's trees. No, I mean going off alone, going off in the dark, meditating and praying in, and I'm going to use the word prayer. I actually pray in order to clear the energy and to elevate my vibration. That by no means means that it works all the time, because shit happens on this planet. Remember, we're in a spiritual war. So as the planet is elevating up here, there's energy invested in pulling us backwards, energy invested in keeping us stuck, because when we're stuck, what do? We ruminate on our thinking. We do drugs and alcohol. We have sex addictions. We cheat in our marriages. We lie, cheat, and steal we rob liquor stores, whatever it is we do. We do these things. We think in the material world. It should be collaborative. The material world is an energy. It's an energy that opens up to you. If you have a mindset with money that you can't get it, you're blocking your own energy. All it is it's an energy transference. So if you're blocked in any area of your life, elevate your energy through self-knowledge, through self-power. Instead of looking outside of yourself, go inward. Again, Moldavite on a spiritual journey is one of the best things. I gave it to the rascal because she's starting to get very psychically aware. I mean, very psychically aware, and I wanted her protective. It's especially good for your little psychic kids. And I used garnet with it to ground it, because I'm grounding from the crown to the first chakra, which is the ruler of the garnet. Okay, so the garnet kind of covers the base chakra, the root chakra, and where we come in with what lives in that area. All of the things, greed, envy, materialism, fear, all of that bullshit. So I wanted to take all of those things and elevate them through the Moldavite. But what can you do every single day? Keep in mind, if you keep your house clean every single day, then you're not going to have to be cleaning for 3 months when you move, because you throw your chip wrappers in the corner or leave the dust under everything or do all of that. You have to do this. It's action on a daily basis. You have to keep things clean. Respect for your environment. This means respect for your body. No more addictions. Say it, people, no more addictions. I know, I love chocolate. Anyway, and coffee. But no more addictions. No more drugs. No more sex addiction. Be authentic. Step up. If someone doesn't like you, fuck them. Seriously, this is how you get your energy in alignment. Be a warrior. Be fearless in what you say. And don't shift your opinion to match your group. Don't collect people. Align yourself in an open, unconditional, and loving way with people, but don't pull everyone into your circle. Nobody has to think like you. Stand on your own. This is what is unique and yet connected, okay? So it's a universal consciousness of connection, that we're all connected, and then it's allowing us through our free will to express ourselves. But you guys wanted to know how to clean. So the base and level 1, the beginner class, the kindergarten class of cleaning, and no offense to anyone out there that does it, because I think a lot of the Native Americans use sage in a ritual aspect where they're saying and chanting prayer. So that's combining chanting with sage. But if you just want to clean your house, burning sage is good, okay? Keeping crystals by your door, I've said this again, selenite by the front door to cleanse what walks in and what walks out, all right? The other thing is down all of your bathroom sinks and dark sinks and bathtub drains and those drains that live in the ceilings. You want to put rose oil and you want to put lavender mixed together. You want to burn those things in your house in a diffuser. But more importantly, you want to align yourself with the God source through your crown chakra, which is through prayer and meditation and diligence to what you put in your body and consciousness to what you think. What do you think of yourself? How do you feel? What do you tell yourself? Are you sketchy in your thinking? Are you conversant? Are you loving? Are you judgmental? Do you say unkind things and then just expect people to overlook that? Are you actually toxic? So it's about correcting your own behavior outward. Also understanding that if those things don't work, like the law of attraction, manifest in a day, do all of this. Yes, you can do these things, but the law of attraction, they have not given you in the book, The Secret, the law of attraction, even in the version of the Bible we get on earth or any religious doctrine, they don't give us the truth. They don't actually tell us the truth because it keeps us tied. The year of 2020 is actually to educate yourself in a metaphysical way so you understand the different levels. This right here is hardly what's going on. There's a lot of shit that goes on the astral level and beyond, dimensionally, and all of these things. It's time that people wake up. They will never tell the human race that because with that knowledge, we are powerful. With the knowledge that we reincarnate, there is no fear. We don't have to stay fear here. We don't have to. If I don't get what I want or say I want right now, or my relationships aren't right, or my money's not right, or my house isn't right, or my health isn't right, I shouldn't have fear with keep working at it because I'm going to die and then I'm going to transition through and I'm going to reincarnate. What's the fear? So we have to let go of fear. Fear is the number one blockage for whatever reason, whatever your justification. I have people call me every day saying, I'm afraid, what if I end up homeless? My answer to them is, are you homeless? Because I know people that have been homeless, including myself, and these people that are asking me and have this fear have not been homeless. So I don't know where this fear comes from. The second one is people are like, do you think I have cancer? And I'm like, okay, why would you have cancer? That's a stagnation in your energy and or you've jumped in some kind of radioactive vat of chemicals. So what you want to do is you actually want to elevate your thinking to where you don't have any fear. So the way that I did this, and I was a fearful child with panic disorder, you know about this, you know that I saw entities coming at me. I talked to spirit always. The voices never let me go. They were constantly standing, constantly watching, constantly chattering in my head. No, I'm not schizophrenic. That's what they used to like to say when you're little. If you hear voices, you couldn't say that. You couldn't go around saying, I hear things. I could see spirits looking at me. Try to tell your parents that when you're at the dining room table about the people standing behind them. You can't say it because they look at you like you're crazy, okay? I have learned to keep my mouth shut, minus my work, where I don't put myself in a position of being abused. That's an important thing as well. If you know something is not right for you, step away from it. If it is toxic in the first 5 minutes, let it go. This year is about fluidity. That's a way to preserve yourself as well. But I actually work with crystals and I work with prayer. I work with different guides on the other side to help open up my energy channels and make them strong. Not only just physically strong here, because we're more spirit beings, so this physicality doesn't really matter. I mean, you have to keep it healthy, but it's hardly who we are. The strength of a warrior spirit goes throughout time and it goes throughout space. So it isn't just limited to you in this life as whatever you are. One of my favorite stones, and I used to call it spectacular hematite, but it's specular hematite, okay? But I love to call it spectacular because it's so shiny. Okay, like look, here's this big piece. Spectacular hematite right here. Isn't it gorgeous? Like it's so beautiful. This is grounding. I sleep with this under my pillow. I sleep with the hematite under my pillow. I put tourmaline and I put hematite and I put opals and I surround the 3 chakras I work with, okay? I bath in salt and coconut oil. I literally scrub in it twice a day. I walk out in the morning, walk in and cleanse from head to toe while saying prayer. I do it in the shower. It doesn't have to take 500 hours. And at night before I lay down, I do the same things. I cleanse so that I take the energy off. I put salt around my house to protect me. But more importantly, I align myself in nature while doing prayer and asking for protection from the God source through the crown chakra. And that is really the way you're going to have to do it. And understand, to spiritually evolve does not mean to get everything you want and to be happy and to be a millionaire. Those are material things. To spiritually evolve means to take your lessons without judgment and to move forward in your life with grace, and to hit your fears head on until you have no fears anymore. And then you will start to see your energy align, because you are no longer afraid, no matter what anyone says to you, no matter how they treat you, no matter how you feel after they treat you, no matter what they say to you, no matter what they do to you, no matter what, you start to align your own strength. Then you are conscious of who you are as a spiritual being. None of this bullshit that you hear. There's such benign stuff all over the internet that's not really talking. These people don't have, not all of them, there are some good ones that I know, and there's some blessed ones, and there's some soul path workers, but a lot of these people that you see are very, very novice in what they're doing, and they're actually coming on it because they think it's going to make them seen. And it's really unfortunate, because this is a calling, and when you do the work, it's like a really good doctor that does the work. You are helping people evolve and move through emotional things. That's what I would say with that. Anyway, this is a quick video until I get back here with Marilyn Monroe. All right, you guys, once again, my name is Sloan from SloanBella.com, and thank you so much for supporting my channel. I don't even know what to say to you guys. Like, going into 2020, this is just the best. I hope that I can do you all justice with the videos that I'm going to be doing next year. And I hope to see everybody in 2020. Mwah! Peace out.